The War for One Heart. Long ago, in a wide land blessed by rivers and hills, there stood two powerful villages, Ugaro and Tembra. Ugaro was mighty, feared across the region. Its people were known for their fierce warriors, gold-laden chiefs, and proud traditions. Their prince, Duma, was as bold as fire, tall, skilled in battle, and unchallenged in strength. But with his might came arrogance. Tembra, on the other hand, was smaller and quieter. It was a land of farmers, thinkers, and healers. Their prince, Juba, was gentle, soft-spoken, and known for his kindness. He helped with harvests, spoke with elders, and treated even servants with honor. Though these villages had coexisted for years, their peace was shallow, held together by distance, not friendship. In between these two lands was a neutral village named Laraba, known for its market and medicine. And from that village came a young maiden who unknowingly carried the seed of war, Naima. Naima was the daughter of the village healer. She was not just beautiful, she was wise, calm, and pure in spirit. She healed the sick, fed the poor, and carried her smile like a sunrise. One year, during the festival of spirits held in Laraba, both princes laid eyes on her. Duma, draped in silk and jewels, stepped forward first. He offered her gold, land, and the promise of a royal crown. He said, "Choose me, and you'll never taste poverty again." But Naima smiled gently and said, "I do not seek a life of gold, but of peace." Later that evening, Juba, without fanfare or gifts, approached her. He bowed and simply said, "If you'll have me, I offer a life of kindness. I will guard your heart like the last flame on a cold night." Naima looked into his eyes, saw truth, and chose Prince Juba. Word reached Ugaro like lightning. Prince Duma, shamed in front of chiefs and elders, felt his pride bleed. He shouted in the palace court, "No one rejects me. If I cannot have her, then none shall." He summoned his generals. "Prepare the army. We march on Tembra by moon's end." Tembra was not prepared for war. Their numbers were few. Their weapons were old. But their hearts were strong. As drums beat for battle, Naima wept. She blamed herself for the coming bloodshed. But Juba took her hand and said, "You are not the cause of war. Pride is. And love is never wrong." The night before the war, Juba walked among his people, not as a prince, but as one of them. He sat with the blacksmiths, ate with the soldiers, prayed with the elders. And when dawn broke, the valley between Tembra and Ugaro echoed with the sounds of war. Ugaro's army, 5 times larger, marched with thunder. But nature chose its side. Rain poured, soaking Ugaro's fire arrows. Wind blew, confusing their riders. And the people of Tembra, led by Prince Juba, fought with heart, not hate. The battle raged for hours. Duma himself entered the battlefield, cutting through warriors like grass. But he met Juba in the center of the field. The two princes, fire and water, clashed. Their swords sang. Their eyes burned. And then, Duma fell. Not by force, but by exhaustion and the weight of his own pride. His army surrendered. Ugaro was defeated. But Prince Juba did not kill him. Instead, he said, "Let your people serve peace. You will live not as a prince, but as a servant to those you once looked down on." Ugaro became a vassal to Tembra. Its warriors helped farm, its blacksmiths rebuilt homes, and its people learned humility. And at the center of it all stood Naima, now queen of both villages, not because of power, but because of the love she inspired. True power is not in the sword, but in the heart. And pride may start a war, but only humility can end it. Follow us for more.